What up, YouTube? This is Elton. I'm coming back with another video, and actually, I'm gonna touch on a few subjects. Mostly, the first part is gonna be Amir Khan again trolling for a Floyd fight, mostly prostituting himself. And as a person who's into boxing, I've kind of come to a point where I'm tired of hearing Amir Khan talk about he deserves this and deserves that. For one, let's just be honest. Since probably early 2011, everybody from Oscar De La Hoya, Richard Schaefer, Al Heyman, hell, Floyd himself, has done everything to want to give him the fight without ever deserving it. I mean, back in 2011, probably after he beat Zad, I say Amir deserved it. All he had to do was beat Lamont Peterson, and damn, he would have got the fight over damn Miguel Cotto after most wanting to see Cotto and Floyd for a while, but that's what they wanted to give. It was basically his fight then. Regardless if you feel Lamont got a shady decision, to me it was a close fight that I believe I had Khan up by a point. But at that time, Lamont was he was kind of in a slump after losing to Tim Bradley. But he came out and they I could say he then kind of worked Khan. But even in that fight, people think Peterson got some shady point deductions. But if you look at it, the damn first knockdown in that fight really wasn't a knockdown. He damn stepped on Lamont's foot and pushed him down. But even after that, they were supposed to do a rematch, and Lamont got popped for the PEDs or whatever. Then, so what they do is give Khan a supposed to be easy bout in Danny Garcia, which at that time that was supposed to showcase Khan as supposed to say, all right, get this young guy out of here. What happens? He gets knocked out by Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia rises up. So actually, what do? They actually give Khan Julio Diaz. He gets dropped and almost knocked out again. To a point, they give him Carlos Molina, and he looked decent. And at that point, his start faded the worst. But then all of a sudden, after Floyd beats Canelo, and there's really nobody out there at that point, we didn't know that the Manny drum roll was going to start beating at a feverish pace again. There's really nobody to fight. Then all of a sudden, the Amir Khan name started getting mentioned again, and most was like, how the hell is this happening? He hasn't done jack shit in almost 2 years. At that point, Schaefer is trying to give him the fight. So actually, what do? Give him a shot at the title, the IBF title versus Devon Alexander. Something he didn't deserve. And even at the weigh-in of the Mayweather-Canelo, that damn fight was announced. But in reality, if Khan wins that fight, he has a belt. Kind of makes sense. So around probably October-ish 2013, what does Khan do? Pulls out of the fight saying, I'm guaranteed the Mayweather fight in May. I'm not going to do anything. And at that time, to most of us boxing fans, we like, how does he deserve this? Let alone get it. At that point, I'm like, there's no way Khan's getting the fight. And I even said to people back then, if Maidana beats Broner, or Maidana get the Floyd fight, people are like, it ain't going to happen. First, because most people didn't think Broner would damn lose to Maidana. Hell, I didn't. But I even said if Maidana beats Broner, he then gets the Floyd fight. And then when it happened, I then posted on Facebook. I can screenshot it. Mayweather versus Maidana in May after he beat him. Then what happens? Floyd actually goes on his trolling rampage of who damn should I pick, Khan or Maidana, knowing damn well he wasn't gonna pick Khan because Khan hadn't done nothing, and Maidana just won the so supposedly a big upset versus the loudmouth Broner, which goes into my point of Khan and this backwards thinking of he says to Floyd, "You will make more money fighting me." Wherein, who has he talked to make him believe that? Cause for one, even damn Khan said to Floyd, "You damn fought my leftovers in Maidana." And damn, the last two people you fought besides Pacquiao wasn't as popular as me. But Khan, you don't sell out arenas in the United States. You don't have large viewers when you fight. Hell, people universally hated Mayweather versus Berto. But more people still showed up to that fight than versus you versus Alexander. The MGM didn't even put out all the seats versus you versus Alexander, and then you barely did over 9,000 people to show up, and I was one of them. You damn have a false sense of entitlement that I personally don't understand. You damn say Floyd's scared of you because you're long and you're fast, which is true for an old Asian fighter. Those should be kryptonite. But let's just be honest. For one, your reach isn't longer than Floyd's, even with you being taller. And your speed only means something probably around the first 2 or 3 rounds. Honestly, you are faster in sparring than in a fight. Probably Zab might have been the only time where you've watched the American fight like his speed is probably bothering him. But even with that, Zab had a pretty horrible game plan going into it. So I would really the same thing you were saying about Floyd. He's ducking me. He doesn't want to fight me. You are doing a Kell Brook, which is a fight Kell Brook is screaming for. Whether you think he hasn't fought nobody other than Porter, which is true, but it's a fight that should happen. People want to see. You will make more money fighting Kell Brook than you will Floyd Mayweather. Because if you was to fight Floyd Mayweather, he's gonna give you $3 million to shut the fuck up and damn show up. That's it. Versus Kell Brook, they are letting you get over $10 million. Take the fight, win it. Then go out there and beat a Keith Thurman Bradley winner. Beat Danny Garcia. Then you might can come to the table and say, "Hey, fight me." But other than that, you was talking out one side of your mouth just to say shit, which isn't true. But other than that, and I hit on a few quick topics. Garcia versus Guerrero fight was Saturday. It was a good fight. One thing I can say about Danny Garcia, he showed me something different because it seemed like Ghost was overwhelming him in the beginning of the rounds. He adjusted. His damn right hand has looked better than I've seen him in a while. And I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Khan again. I didn't think he knocks Khan out one more time. And I wouldn't mind seeing him depending on what damn happens in the Khan rematch, he could very well lose that also. But I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Thurman versus Porter winner, and especially if it's Keith Thurman. So at the end of the year, you usually got 2 undefeated belt holders in the welterweight division. To me, that's a positive sign of the sport. I'm not going to include Tim Bradley in that because basically it is politics and a waste of time to mention Tim Bradley versus any of them guys. Because barring hell freezing over, those fights ain't gonna happen. And I would like to say, especially in the heavyweight division, probably the fight I want to see actually more than any fight is Wilder versus Fury, because it's two entertaining characters which I think can draw big in Vegas or even the UK. Hell, I damn think it's a bigger fight than Canelo versus damn Triple G, which may or may not happen this year. So hopefully those fights happen. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you next time.